Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Rise of the Golden Idol, the Lemurian Phoenix DLC. Last time, we learned that this man, Koi, killed his father, the leader of a cult, the First Sentinel, and I was looking back at these, little tidbits that we get in between chapters, and I was looking back at this. It's about ancient Lemurian society and how it had this motto: after the inferno, only one shall rise, bearing the mark of the universe. That kind of describes the First Sentinel, doesn't it? He survived a fire, he had the burn marks all over his body to prove it, and he had a mark on his forehead, the mark of the universe. So, this cult might have been founded based on these ancient beliefs, even though the modern population is largely ignorant of this history, it says here. So that's the connection there. I just realized that, and it's probably not that big a thing, but I don't know, it's interesting. You gotta latch on to whatever little tidbit of information you can get in this game. Alright, let's start the next scenario. Ascension. A secret is unearthed at Koi's temple. Hello? Alright. Construction site. This is a familiar looking building, actually. Or am I crazy? Is this the site of the Heritage Foundation? Or am I making that up? See all those planters down there? They're going on the stairs, a row on each side. That's your job for this afternoon. You carry on with the roof ones tomorrow. Foreman, I need to borrow Betsy again. Treat your boys to lunch at the new pub in town today. On me. Take your time, keep the change. Koi. Okay. Flower pots on stairs. I'm on it. Leftovers in a foil swan. Okay, I wonder how that's going to be important. That's it. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. I remember you. I don't remember your name, though. It started with a G. Oh, and I just noticed that there are time markers up in the top left, so that'll be something we have to look at. She has an asthma inhaler. Those are the floor plans for the building. And she says this while she's watering one of the roof plants. LF. Or LAF. It's an excavator either way. A dump truck. A forklift. Waterfall proclamations. New ones. January 3rd, 1941. So, I think this is after Koi took over. Sincere gifts are to be distinguished from donations. First Sentinels may permit the former. A First Sentinel need only relinquish all material possessions and wealth once in his lifetime. From then onward, he may keep whatever the universe bestows upon him, provided it is for the benefit of all. Now, this seems contradictory to a waterfall proclamation we saw before, which said something about not being able to accept gifts. Unless, hold on, I'm going back here. I want to see what the proclamation was. Okay, it actually doesn't say anything about this. I invented that entirely. Never mind. There's another set of these over there. Okay, so basically this is Koi saying, I want gifts. Even though it used to be said that we couldn't accept gifts as First Sentinels, I want gifts, so I'm amending this rule. January 3rd, 1941. First Sentinel Koi Nagasai will live forever through his favorite son, Koi. August 2nd, 1945. First Sentinel Koi Nagasai must spread his love to his female followers who are to embrace this honor. Great. Koi, you seem like a stand-up guy. Waterfall proclamations. Okay, December 4th, 1912. First Sentinels may not accept donations. They must do away with material goods and wealth. Okay, so this was an old Waterfall proclamation that somehow I knew already in my head. I don't know. I must have read it somewhere else in the last scenario, but this was the first proclamation, it seems. And once Koi took over, shortly after Koi Nagasai, shortly after he made this proclamation, he died and Koi took over, I presume. Koi amended this because he wanted gifts. Okay. That's all here. There's Koi. He's floating somehow. And oh, I don't like the look of this thing. That looks golden and magical. I don't like it. Congratulations, Dedicants. Today you will all progress to level 9, granting you access to some of Lemuria's most ancient knowledge. The process will begin with a demonstration. While in a deep trance, I will activate this ancient relic with my mind, and you shall witness its miraculous powers. Tell no one what you see, for they are not yet ready. Afterwards, you will renounce your old life and embrace your new name, which the universe has chosen for you. Let us begin. And these are his keys. That key certainly looks like it has Lemurian symbols on it. And it's like a key fob of some sort, which could definitely be used to activate this idol thing remotely. Let's take a look at this. It's an idol! Of course it is. That's the word the game uses to refer to it, so I am suspicious of it. Unbelievable. This changes everything. Your new name is Saradashona, meaning Independent One. Incredible. Your new name is Tesa Navari, meaning Naive One. Hi, Tessa. It's been a while. I kind of suspected that it was you. She looks so young. So naive and innocent, as her name suggests. Amazing! What an honor it is to witness this. Your new name is Nali Zarati, meaning Coddled One. Okay, she is independent. All the rest of these are so condescending, though. Astonishing. His mind and body must be in perfect sync with the universe. Your new name is Fez Relaki, meaning Wise One. Sounds of chanting and drumming are blasting from the speakers. Fire extinguisher, fire, smoke. This is CO2? Okay. So that's the fire escape plan. It looks like this is all in this part. Let's go to the next time. Everything looks awfully quiet out here. Oh. Hold on. There were two ways to go in here, so I thought, oh, were there multiple ways to go in over here? There are not. All the planters are on the stairs, so she did her job. Ugh. Who is this guy? That wasn't his father, was it? Being so perceptive, I expect you already know that our comrade has sadly left for Ori's camp. Ori, his brother, never struck me as the type, to be honest. He's missing one of his keys. Which of his keys is missing? I think it's this key that's missing. This one? Yeah, it is. A crumpled up floor plan. Helen Martin. Okay, so these are the women's real names. Desperate to shake mommy and daddy's little princess image, responds to flattery. So she's probably the independent one or the wise one. Lizzie Young. Strong thirst for knowledge. Liable to stop donating if she thinks she's learned everything. So probably not the wise one. Because if he called her wise, she might think, oh, I must be so wise that I've learned everything, so I'm guessing it's not her. Nina Lavelle. Fears appearing foolish. easy to manipulate through validation. Maggie Carter wants to prove she can handle herself, seeks to impress when subtly undermined. So subtly undermined, this must either be the coddled one or Tesa, the naive one. Resto nosy, father scribe since beginning, strong believer, good to have an inner circle, just don't let him overstep his bounds. I thought Gresto was a woman. Has been showing signs of doubt lately, keep an eye on him. I thought that Gresto was a woman because he was described as one of the ladies. I don't know. Maybe he's transitioned since then. Unlikely, because this is an old-timey cult, but who knows. Jamadi Pira. Reliable ever since he showed up here. Had opportunity to turn on me early on, but proves his loyalty and worth that day. Not too bright, but useful servant. Does as told, no questions asked. I don't even know if we saw another guy. That could be Ori, this man. I don't know. I don't know if he looks enough like the guy we saw in the last scenario to be Ori. Ori's camp? That's Snake. Say, it's freezing in here. Do you mind if I close the window? Encyclopedias. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V is missing. Or rather, diary number 5 is missing. Because this is the same color as the encyclopedias. It has been moved. I think someone took diary number 5. Furniture expenses. 1 birdcage and cover, spring range, 200. 1 runner rug, autumn range, 500. 1 runner rug, spring range, 500. Okay. Okay, there's the same fire extinguisher. What's in here? Once this is done, I can finally rest. You'll need this when you get there. Dispose of this note once you're done. Okay, he's got the key that that Koi had before on his key ring. This here is Diary Volume 5. Last night, I was once again haunted by my dark secret in my sleep. Will this recurring nightmare never cease? As so often before, my father's spectre entered my room and darkness fell. He lifted a finger to his lips and whispered, "You will pay for what you did to me. A life for a life." So, this guy... this guy, who must be Jamadi Pira, based on process of elimination, he knows that Koi killed his father because he stole this diary. JP has permission to leave the compound walls until 11 p.m. Signed, KN. Okay. Mech is the car, what the car is called. Are these all different? Hold on, I'll have to take a closer look at those. Bellator. Okay, I recognize this from one of Koi's keys. And Laris. I don't recognize that key. Do you have a key like that? No. I don't really see a lot crazy that's happened. Hold on. Is anything significantly different here? The dump truck. The dump truck is gone. There's a second forklift. The planters have been added. Nothing really significantly different here. Let's see. I think we can figure out the names, so... We know that this is Gresto Nosy, who is a man apparently, Koi Nagasai, and Jamadi Pira. Okay. We're gonna look in here. Thank you for showing us what their new nicknames are. Helen Martin, desperate to shake Mommy and Daddy's little princess image, responds to flattery. So it must be one of these two. Lizzie Young has a strong thirst for knowledge, liable to stop donating if she thinks she learned everything. So Tessa might be Lizzie. Because he wants her to keep donating, so he's trying to make her think that, oh, you don't know anything, you're stupid. So I'm gonna guess... Oh, there's still a spot I missed. Hold on. What spot did I miss? There are 3. In here? No, not in here. Not there. What spot have I missed? I've missed 3. Did I just forget to click on something? In someone's inventory? I don't see the little question mark thing. I've gotten all the words. What have I missed? Nothing with them. Nothing with Gresto. Okay. Nothing with you. Nothing on the car. What is in the car? Okay, whatever. I need to figure out these names. So I'm pretty sure... Open this up again. Lizzie Young, we decided, was Tessa. Desperate to shake Mommy and Daddy's little princess image, so she wants to be the independent one. So I'm guessing she's... Helen Martin is her. Seeks to impress and subtly undermine, so the only insult left, that's Maggie Carter. And last, Nina Lavelle. Fears appealing, foolish, easy to manipulate through validation. Okay. Easy. This is gonna drive me nuts, though. Okay, I was wondering about... This looks like the rug. This looks like the rug in, Koi's office, so... Where the heck is the spot I missed? This is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, it's not that big a deal if it thinks I have all the information I need. Oh! I see it. I see it. The bird is not breathing. Great. My guess is that it got smothered by CO2 based on nothing at all. Okay, I'm still missing a spot. Damn. I'm still missing one spot. Oh, the idol. There's the idol. I didn't see it there. Alright. Someone discovered that someone was being something by a something something something. When confronted about this, someone first something something with a something, then something something with a something. Afterwards, something something ordered that someone something something. Okay. I think that in order to figure this out, I need to take a look at this. That explains the discrepancy. I'm going to have to talk to him about this. It has to stop. So I think based on the fact that Gresto works here and is nowhere to be found later in the day, he's dead. He's dead, and he is in the back of this truck, okay? That seems pretty clear to me. This guy, whose name I forget, Jamadi, he is going to bury Gresto, who is wrapped in the rug from, the rug from Koi's office. I keep forgetting Koi's name. Jeez. Okay. So I think it's showing us the doors that exist. So there's no way to get to from this room to anywhere else. Unless this does something different. No. There's no way to get from this room to anywhere else. So that's going to be important. The only way to get to Koi's office is through the garage, through whatever this room is, and here. Okay. Now, I don't know what Gresto discovered, but he discovered something. Hold on. I think that this is that Koi is being haunted by a dream. Haunted by something in a recurring nightmare. Haunted by a secret? It could be Gresto that discovered this. I don't know what this is a floor plan of. These could represent the windows on this could represent this room. And these represent the windows on the side. But that doesn't make any sense because there are 5 windows. And only 4 egresses listed here. Okay, I have no idea. When questioned about this, someone first something something with a something. Okay, I'm guessing that Koi Nagasai ordered that the body be disposed of by Jamadi Pira. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on in the nighttime. So my thought is maybe that even though Gresto does not have possession of the diary now, it could be that the only reason that Jamadi has the diary is that it was on Gresto's body. He had the diary, and that's how he learned about it. And we need this once you get there. That's a little confusing to me. And what key is this? It must be the key to the mech truck, right? Yeah. It looks like the C in the logo, so... And this is the key to... That's the logo of the... the heavy-duty equipment. Okay, so he might be taking... See, here when it says that he needs to borrow Betsy, that's obviously referring to the dump truck. Or it's referring to... Is it referring to the dump truck? It could... honestly, it could be referring to... it could be referring to the truck in there. What keys does he have here? Those are all his cars. Okay, those are all his cars. In the garage, because he loves accepting gifts. He's so greedy. Okay. When confronted about this, I'm gonna say it was Gresto who discovered about the nightmare. When confronted about this, Koi Nagasai first... blasted and struck. I think the last thing that he did, because this fire extinguisher is empty, I think the last thing he did, the fire extinguisher in this room is empty, the window is open to clear the air, and the bird's death is being covered up. So I think the last thing that Koi did, Koi Nagasai blasted Gresto Nosy with the fire extinguisher. Now, I'm not sure. The fire extinguisher also looks, pretty busted. It could be that that's what he struck Gresto with first. It also could be that he lifted Gresto with the idol, but first of all, this has to start with a consonant because A, not An. And no B, actually. Just A. We haven't been given any evidence of this. I think he struck him with the fire extinguisher. No, that's not right. Okay. Let's see, let's take a look at this again. Birdcage and covers spring range. So these are both spring range. Well, actually, no. This runner rug is autumn range. This is spring range. I think the different ranges are just ways of telling us that, oh yes, this is covered in blood. Because this is clearly the spring range runner, but it has blood on it to make us think that, oh, it's the same rug, it's the autumn rug that was already in the room, so no, this is just the other rug, the spring range. Hold on. No, he did not lift him with the idol. That would be too weird. When confronted difference about this. I mean, I'm sure that he blasted him with the fire extinguisher. That makes sense to me because the thing is, I don't know if that was first or last. First, he blasted Gresto with the fire extinguisher. Or second, he blasted him with the fire extinguisher. Then he... Hold on, let's see what's in Koi's inventory currently. The plans. Jamadi had an opportunity to turn on Koi early on, but proved his loyalty and worth that day. Okay. What indication is there of how the bird died? I know that he blasted him with the fire extinguisher. I just can't figure out what the other thing he did is. And what's he saying? I expect you already know that our comrade has sadly left for Ori's camp. Okay, so he is telling her that Gresto has left when in actuality he killed him. I just can't figure out how. What could he have struck him with? Then... Hold on. I need to take another look at all of this. I think that Jamadi Pira may have been the one that discovered that Koi had a secret, because he's the one who's holding the diary. And then... I don't know, he might have confronted... Gresto might have been confronting... might have been confronting Koi about something completely different, because this kind of looks like it's the floor plan of, you know, this room. So there must be something weird with the architecture going on that I don't understand. Could this be secret room? Like, I don't understand, like, what could be being done in this secret room, but someone could be... I don't know. Oh! No, we run into the same problem again. I thought maybe that he was being lifted by the idol in a secret room. But again, we run into the same problem where this is an and not an and. That's my wild guess for now. I really have no idea. The key doesn't look like it's been pressed at all since whatever happened. The idol is in here. Hold on, maybe it's not a key. Hold on. I did notice earlier that there's an extra forklift that wasn't here before. When he says he needs to borrow Betsy, like, I assumed, of course, that Betsy is one of these machines. But I kind of assumed it would be one of the big ones, like the dump truck or the digger. But Betsy could be the second forklift. He was being lifted by a forklift in a secret room. Now this is the part I don't know. This is the part I really have no clue about. Again. So, Gresto doesn't know about the nightmares, they know about the secret room. Okay, the idol does nothing. There had to be something to cause blood. We could say that he struck him with a fire extinguisher. Okay, we have 2 or fewer incorrect now. Alright. Okay, so it is 2 that are incorrect. Okay. So, I think because this is more or less the same as what I had before, I think I fixed this. I think I fixed this part. So that is Gresto, Nosy, lifted. I'm gonna use my method here. In a room, a secret room. I can't believe I figured that out about the forklift. That was tricky. Koi Nagasai first blasted and then struck him. Okay, I just had the order wrong. Oh man, I can't believe I got that. That was so tricky. Once I realized that this could mean secret room, that the words secret and room were on here, then it all started coming together for me. Okay. Okay. When Gresto revealed that he had figured out how Koi's levitation trick worked, Koi feared Gresto might expose him as a fraud. Knowing Gresto to be asthmatic, Koi blasted him in the face with carbon dioxide, killing his own pet bird in the crossfire. With Grester debilitated and gasping for air, Koi bludgeoned him over the head with a heavy fire extinguisher, killing him instantly. Whew. I can imagine some people having trouble with one. I had trouble with it for a while, but... Whew. It's so satisfying once you figure these out, man. Noble citizens of Lemuria, my father has brought great shame on the Manzik family. I assure you, my vision for this fine country bears no relation to his. To demonstrate my commitment to our ancient traditions, my first act as king shall be to appoint none other than First Sentinel Koi Nagasai, he who has fulfilled the ancient prophecy, to the position of Royal Spiritual Advisor. In this role, First Sentinel Nagasai shall have access to me in a way few others are permitted. Twice a year before each solstice, he shall meet with me privately to help shape the path I lay out for our nation over the following period. From this day forth, no monarch shall be without his or her spiritual advisor, always the first sentinel of the day. Let us never forget our spiritual roots, for we are not Westerners, but proud Lemurians. Okay, so the man in the other picture in this scenario was Pravi. I got it wrong. I thought it was Ori, but it was Pravi because he has the burn mark on his face. Now, when he talks about Pravi, the king, I think who he actually means is Koi, because Pravi lives on through Koi. Koi might be lying about his identity in order to gain political office. That would not surprise me. It would not surprise me, but we'll look into that a little more next time. Until then, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Rise of the Golden Idol.